Peace, loves. Just a quick edition of Late Night BUNK Chronicles. I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately, and as this year comes to a close, this season comes to a close, the changes I've made this year in my people, places, and things have been nothing short of wonder. Wonderful, full of wonder. I have changed my location where I live. I have changed what I do. I have changed how I behave. The funniest thing that I will mention here, but I'll go into detail on my Patreon later. This year, I side-eyed someone for dealing with a married man, saying, "Oh, wow, I wouldn't do that." And that's a lesson that I learned a long time ago. And apparently, I had to take that lesson over. That whole "I would never do that" should never be said. Because that's when the universe says, "Oh, really? Did you mean I would never do that, God willing? My divine God guides and God keep me, guide me, direct my path." Because what happens is when you say that, that's exactly what you'll be presented with as a test. I was tested in that area this year 3 different times. 3 different married men. Now, thank God I didn't give in to the temptation. However, it was tempting, very tempting, and I knew it was a test. I knew how perfect the alignment was, that it was a test. Each man had funny, they had boss in their own right and respect, and they had things that I admire about men that made it even more tempting. They had what I liked. And I still had to walk away and say, "Oh, no. I know this ain't it. Now, I know God got something different for me, something for me." Because if a man is in a contract, of course, there were 3 different situations. Happy, unhappy, on the way out the door, whatever. But men tend to like variety so much that it is challenging for them. It is. And I've come to realize that and admit it. Ladies might hate it, and that's fine. Whatever. Whatevs. It's just, it is what it is. They are innate. They're innate to want variety and to hunt and to have the challenge of something new. There are also men who are very disciplined in that area and have just learned that it's a better approach to stay disciplined and don't even try to play around because it disturbs the peace of the relationship. Me being where I am in this spiritual journey, now let me not say I would never. It would not be my desire to want to cause confusion ever. So any man that's a friend of mine, if he gets close enough for me to consider him a friend, the last thing I would want to do is cause confusion in his life. Because if we friends, I fucks with you. I don't want to see you unhappy and mixed up in turbulence. So if anything, being a friend of mine is going to benefit your relationship. Because I'm going to give you bits and pieces of what you should be doing to maybe rekindle in your own situation, as opposed to stepping out and causing confusion. Because we as women know when something ain't right. I just wanted to document that and share it with those with an ear to hear and a heart to receive this message. You know, it can be tempting because a man who's already under contract with another woman can appear to be, exactly what you want, what you've been waiting for and praying for and maybe even fasting for. You know? However, if he's taken, he's taken. And if he claims he's on the way out the door, it's probably wise to wait until he closes that door behind him. Lesson learned. Peace, loves.